I want to talk about something so crazy that I just read online. Apparently, in California, they are being very, very strict on their car laws, and this includes modifications to the car that stands out from a regular stock car. Something really went viral recently was some girl recorded something. She got pulled over and she has her phone in the cup holder or whatever it may be, and she's recording the cop. Cop is pretty much telling her, "This ain't your typical fix-it ticket. These It's stricter. It's a federal thing, and if since you've been pulled over and ticketed, you have to go and appear in front of a judge, and you are fined $1,000. And if you don't correct it after that, it's gonna be the same situation. They're gonna pull you over, do the same thing, fine you for $1,000 for not getting rid of the exhaust. In her case, and this officer, it's kind of funny. He's not funny. It's kind of messed up, but he claims that they're taking action on these modification strict laws or modifications on cars and strictening the law quite a bit because of street racing. And I know California has always been a pinnacle of street racing next to Texas, and there could be other states that are crazy about street racing, but California has been a big thing in the car community, a car scene with street racing, and even the Fast and the Furious movies were based off California's street scene. So people were literally dying, crashing, running into people or whatever it may be. I'm not from there. I'm from Florida, of course. Totally different sides of the world here, and I don't know much about it, but it's sad. And now California's fed up with it, and they're pretty much restricting your ability to have exhaust. I'm not sure if they go and pull people over that look like they have modified exhaust, even if it's quiet. I don't even know if they are pulling people over for the noise or the decibel. So what you don't know, when people record sound for exhaust, it's measured by decibel or dB. I think California had a law where it could be below 94 decibels. But in Florida, it's about 74 decibels from what I read online. Anyway, it's just how loud the car is. Unfortunately, no matter where you go, no matter where you live, people are going to modify the cars. And 90 to 95% of the car enthusiasts on a daily basis don't get pulled over for exhaust. Some cops don't feel the need to do so, but in this case, California is really stricting these laws. So I don't know what happened, and I didn't follow up on the story with the female that got fined. But it's just kind of crazy. And I just watched a video online. Some guy mentioned a stock BMW M4, and if you're fans of the BMW and the Porsche and the German cars, they come factory with a certain exhaust note, and it's very predominant. Same thing with the G35s back in the day. Remember when the G35 coupes and 4 came out? That exhaust note was so significant and so nice sounding, So it was kind of like that, and he got pulled over and got ticketed for that. So he's gonna go to court and probably gonna win. But I just want to make this video because I thought it was insane. I got pulled over. What was it? Back when I was 16 to 17, I had a Integra GSR. I had the loudest exhaust you can get for that car which was a Greddy EP02. I think that was the name of it. It used to be, I know it was a Greddy SP2, but I had the Greddy EP02. SP2 had a more OEM look, and SP2 had a fat fart can 3-inch looking pipe, and I was so damn loud. I was a stock header, stock cat, I believe. I wasn't on test pipe, but I had a full Greddy exhaust from the cat back, and I got pulled over and got ticketed for that because it was too loud. Amongst other things, I got pulled over for being too low, so the cop pulled me over, checked my exhaust, and he's like, dude, too loud. And he checked my tires, and he's like, yo, they're bald. And I was like, crap, I was gonna get tires next week anyway. And then he measured the headlights. So on my headlight, there's a little circle. It had a JDM front end by then, but the JDM front end had a little circle right where the projector goes out of the lens. He measured from the floor to that, and it was like exactly 19 inches off the ground. And he's like, oh, you have to be, what was it, 25 to 27 inches off the ground. That was the legal limit, so he ticketed me for that. And while he was ticketing me for that, he saw that the headlights had HIDs in them, so he ticketed me for HIDs as well. And in his case, he's saying, oh, colored headlights, which is apparently illegal. So any modifications you do to your cars is illegal. It's obstruction, and you're changing the form of a factory car that's legal in the United States to something that potentially is illegal. Um, I don't blame them saying headlights, HIDs. People run these purple, blue, green looking ones, and it blinds people in the opposite direction. So yes, you could get a ticket for that. Exhaust being too loud, obstructing the public or whatever it is. Yeah, I can see why you get a ticket for that. Being too low, you know what I mean, could cause harm to yourself if something happens. If you hit a truck, like even a regular truck, and you can go under the truck and kill yourself. That could be something. Why would they would do that? Stupid things like that. But that was years ago. I'm old now, but it's just crazy that like now, because of street racing, the whole entire state took it upon themselves to pass this law to pretty much make it a federal thing. From what I'm understanding, that it's just not a fix-it ticket. You can just walk into ticket clinic and whatever and get it done. You actually got to pay a fine, go to the judge, and then prove that you remove the exhaust. And it's like, wow, like some people, exhaust systems don't even cost that much. Some cost double that, but it's insane how expensive that is. So I thought I'd make this video. Like, I don't know how the laws are gonna be, but never know. So things start from one state and it could branch off to the rest of the United States. And for those who don't live in California, please let me know how it is over there. How are the laws there? Have you ever been in trouble from the police officer for your exhaust? Ever been pulled over, or like your car towed or crushed or whatever it may be? I just think it's kind of silly to have a ticket for a loud exhaust. Now, to an extent, I know muscle cars and loud straight pipe Hondas and all that stuff, motorcycles, you guys are way too damn loud. Yes, I understand. But like for like a aspect of purchasing like a Gretty exhaust, or Lexus, you get a Josie exhaust, or RR Racing exhaust or something like that, or you spend all that money and then you get ticketed $1,000. How would you feel about that? And will you even be interested in the car scene after that point? So that's just something I wanted to talk about real quick in this podcast. I haven't done a podcast in a while, but every time I see something like that, I want to talk about it and try to share in the community. But yeah, I just figured this is crazy. So I hope people in California are gonna be okay. But in retrospect, I don't think so, because a lot of people there, a lot of car enthusiasts and modifiers have exhaust, and it's gonna take a toll on you guys. So I don't know how it is in Cali, but I'm pretty sure you go on Craigslist or off-road right now, and you're probably gonna see a bunch of in search of stock exhaust or looking for a California legal exhaust system. So that's gonna be pretty hilarious for you guys to witness yourself. So